Hello Gemini, welcome to your monthly reading for February the 23rd, no, 2023. So let's have a look at what messages Spirit has for you and what energies are playing out for the month of February for you, Gemini. So as the overall energy for the month, I love this 23, we have the Eagle Spirit, and it says Spirit has your back. Oh, nice energy to have as the overall, isn't it? Protection. Oh, I can see why. So as the week by week breakdown, or the overall energies for the month, or the way the energies are likely to play out, we have, oh, look at this major arcana. Wow. We have the Tower, the King of Pentacles, the Sun, and the Hermit. That's interesting, very powerful. We have confidence, and we have mystery. I like those words actually in your reading, Gemini. You know, the Sun card really, to me, is confidence, and the Hermit, the mystery. But also I see this Tower card with the mystery. I think the Tower for you, and when I get there, it'll be interesting to see, after I've spoken about the Eagle Spirit, the overall energy, it'll be interesting to see if I still get the same message. But right now I'm getting the Tower as a surprise. I'm getting it as in something comes in and it just surprises the hell out of you. Now that can play out in a positive or a negative way. It's a general reading, so it can go either way. But with the Sun card here, I just feel like the outcome is more likely to be a positive one. Now, interestingly enough, Spirit has just made me notice how I said the outcome. So the shock might not be pleasant, but then the outcome could be. So that's quite interesting how I was drawn to how I actually said the outcome. I used the Sun as an outcome, not that the Sun is reflecting what this surprise is. So that's kind of interesting, just straight off the bat. So Gemini, let's have a look. We have, actually I just got the message as well. So I believe it was the 18th actually of January, Mercury has went direct. So your ruling planet is now direct. So I feel that is going to have an impact. Normally I don't really focus on the astrology in my readings, but for some reason, yeah, I was called to mention that. So, you know, Gemini being your ruling planet, there is something in there about maybe communication being easier for you. So again, we'll see how the energies play out. Also, because Gemini, you are you know, Mercury, your ruling planet, is all about communication, and you are a sign that likes to communicate, or generally communicates really well. So maybe this confidence, maybe your communication, maybe the way you put yourself out there, there's confidence that's coming back to you. Okay, so sorry, back to this card. I keep getting pulled away from it, so we'll see what happens. I generally have a plan in my head of how I'm going to read the cards, but sometimes I'm called away to do it a little bit differently. So please bear with me, Gemini. Spirit has your back, and I'm really drawn to the eagle in this. And the reason, like, I just see this eagle soaring above you, and like the image that I got was you walking, or just a person walking, and this eagle flying above it. And it's the message that I've extracted from that for you, Gemini, is you are on ground level, meaning you're close to everything that is in your vicinity. So it's not like the eagle that has a really good perspective, it zooms out. And I feel Spirit saying here for you that you might not see clearly, but the eagle is seeing clearly for you. Now, I'm not sure if you know, like if you have an animal, a spirit, like a spirit animal or anything like that, but I feel for you, whether it is a spirit animal that you've aligned with or not, or whether it's something that you're into or not, I feel like there is an eagle spirit with you this month, Gemini. And I know that's maybe for some of you that might be an odd thing to say, but I feel there is this, it's not protection. I don't feel that you need protecting, Gemini. I just feel that it's almost going to be guiding you, because it can see so much ahead of you. It can see so much more of the path. And there's this sense of trusting, Gemini, that you can't see all of the path, but spirit can. Your higher self can. So this eagle spirit is really coming through as a trust in what you cannot see. And also when I say trust in what you cannot see, I also mean that in trust in what you can't understand yet. But I even as I'm talking, I just keep seeing the spirit, the eagle spirit, the eagle above you flying, and it's just looking around going, yep, yep. And I feel like it's almost like there's an invisible link between you, and it's literally guiding you. It's literally like there's this connection, and it is guiding you. It is directing you. And I kind of really like that energy with the Tower card here, because I feel like it's guiding you to this Tower moment. And now the Tower moment, the Tower card in most people just makes them go, oh my God, no. But it's good. In your reading, well, I always see the Tower card as good, because I always see the Tower card as, you know what, the situation can't keep going, so it's just got to end. And when things end, there's the pain of the aftermath, if you like, but then the pain of what you've been going through is finished. And for you, for some of you, it may be that, but the real sense, I'm still getting the Tower as a surprise. So there's something along this path that is going to really surprise you. And I get the feeling that some of you might be walking into a new job and you expected it to be a certain way, and it's completely different. And it kind of floors you. You might meet somebody, and you know, after a few dates or social events, or you know, because it can be romantic love, or it can be just a friendship, but there's something in it that blows you away. There's something in it that you weren't expecting that just makes you go, what? And that could be what in a, oh my gosh, good way, or what in like a, ooh. But I feel with the King of Pentacles here, it's really to the. I'll just go through the energies of the King of Pentacles and then explain it in conjunction with the Tower. But the King of Pentacles is really a stable energy. The kings for me in the tarot are all the energy of, you've received everything you needed to when you were at the Queen of Pentacles. And now that you go to the King gives back. So the King is that masculine energy of giving, of, I know sometimes the feminine energy is said to give, but what I mean by giving energy is kind of like pushing things out into the world. It's giving. It's giving back to the world, these kings, I find. It's having so much that you then have so much to give. It's coming into so much understanding of your path or your calling, or what you do. So, you know, it's coming to the top of, you know, you've done your job for a while, you know how to do it, you can teach somebody else how to do it. It's that kind of energy, if you understand what I'm trying to say. It's the last card of the court cards. So you've learned everything along the way. You've learned, you've taken action, you've received, and now you give back. And I feel with this card, because the King of Pentacles, he can sometimes, it's a Taurus card, and it can be seen as being quite traditional, very stable, very grounded, yeah, very confident as well. But it can also be a little bit stuck, a little bit set in their ways. And I feel this Tower with the King of Pentacles beside it, this surprise. For some of you, it's, and the confidence card right behind, it's going to shake your confidence, because suddenly you can't do it the way you've always been doing it, or the plan that you had about this maybe new job or new partnership or whatever it is. You went in thinking, I'm going to do it like this, I'm going to do it like that, and this surprise has kind of gone, oh gosh, now I've got no plan. So I think it's going to shake your foundation a little bit for some of you. So the true traditional way, the set in your ways, this is going to really like shift that. For others of you, this surprise, and I think that's where the surprise might feel a little bit negative, might be a little bit traumatic for you. Now, for those that the surprise is like, oh yes, I feel the surprise, this, oh, I wasn't expecting that, is going to make you feel, oh yes, I made a good choice. Oh yes, I'm at the right spot. So can you see the difference, Gemini? For some of you, it's going to shift you out of a comfort zone. And for others of you, it's going to shift you into a, oh yes, I'm more confident now. Oh, this surprise is almost like a reward. So for some of you, it's shifting you out of a comfort zone. For some of you, it's flicking you into alignment with, I don't want to say it's going to flick you into a comfort zone, because I don't think that's exactly right, because it's new. Like for whichever Gemini group you fall into, there's a sense of, oh, I'm not sure, or how to maneuver this. But for some of you, it'll be flicking you into an alignment, and for some of you, it's flicking you out of a comfort zone so you can come into an alignment. So either way, actually, it's to be more aligned. Because this Sun and this Hermit, I'm really seeing that as you, the you show to the world, and the you that is the subconscious you. Now, as always, the major arcana, like I said earlier with the Tower, it's how you co-create with spirit, how you co-create with your higher self. And I feel, Gemini, that's what you're going to be doing. This surprise flicks you into alignment in some way. It's going to make you realize, oh yes, I am on the right path. So for those of you that have been really doubting yourself, going, oh my gosh, what am I doing? This surprise is going to make you go, oh, okay, I am on the right path. I'm not crazy. And for those of you that have been coasting along a little bit in your comfort zone, knowing that, oh, okay, I need to change a bit, but you're just being too comfortable and life has enabled you to stay in your comfort zone, this surprise is going to get you out of it. Either way, Gemini, it's good. Because this Sun is you, confident, shining your inner light out. because you understand your soul, your soul's purpose, the mystery of life. You understand that there's something deeper inside of us that guides us. Yes, there's the earthly things that guides us. Yes, we want money. Of course we do, and there's nothing wrong with that. We need it to survive and we need it to thrive. We want to maybe be surrounded by beautiful things. We want to be able to, give to others. So I'm really seeing this sun as being, fulfilled on a real physical level, like of this world level, but also being aligned and being fulfilled by our soul's calling, and realizing that the two don't have to be separate. You don't have to forget about your soul when you go to work. You don't have to forget about your physical world when you're meditating or when you're on your spiritual journey. The two live together perfectly. We don't have to be poor and renounce the riches of the world when we're spiritual. And we don't have to, when we're pursuing and trying to achieve a brilliant career or success in the world, we don't have to be not spiritual. The two can coexist. And to be aligned and to be abundant and to be really really aligned abundantly, the two must coexist, because we all have our different beliefs and our different perspectives on life and what different things mean to us. But I really believe that, in order to be spiritual, we need to know how to be spiritual in the world. And I feel there's a certain level of comfort in the world that enables us to really reach our spirituality. When we're fighting for our life, fighting to stay alive. Now, I know that's, thank goodness, a very, very small minority of this world, but when we are in that complete 100% survival mode, that we could be, we could all be dead in the next day. That is a given. Life, we can't control that. But I'm thinking in a war-torn zone, or in a part of the world where you don't know where your next meal is coming from, and you already haven't eaten the last couple of days. That's real survival. Our spirituality then is a little bit different, because our day-to-day life is all about getting water. It's all about getting food. It's all about getting shelter. So our spirituality doesn't play into it. So both needs need to be met in order for us to be able to really flourish. And, of course, if you're watching this video, you've got internet, you've got some device to watch this video from. So we do not find ourselves in that complete survival state. So we are able to bring the two together. We are able to align both. Bring your spirituality into your real world and have your spirituality in the real world. That's quite interesting. This reading, I feel, has taken quite a turn with these two cards. But there's this real sense, actually it's funny because both Aries and Taurus had a bit of this, so go and watch their videos if you have either one of those signs in your chart. But there is a sense, and I'm wondering, because this is so far 3 readings, and all readings in some shape or form, more or less, have had this integration of who you've become internally, like that inner self, and how we now bring that out into the real world. Now, as additional information with the oracle, we have confidence. And the card says, confidence is the key that opens the portal to your greatness. However, it must be grounded without egoic arrogance. Speak confidently to yourself. Apologize only when necessary. Nurture yourself and know how important and valuable you are. That's this energy, this integration of, the sun when there's no spirituality behind it, in its negative form, because all the cards have a negative and positive. In the negative form, it can just be you just see yourself as above everybody, better than everybody. But there's this sense of this confidence. It doesn't come from the ego. It's not arrogant. It comes from this beautiful inner knowing, this inner self. And confidence in that sense, oh my gosh, you take leaps and bounds. You don't need a comfort zone, Gemini. Because when you have that confidence, you can step out of your comfort zone and you always know that you'll be okay. And then we finish off with mystery. And this card says, an exquisite part of yourself, an exquisite part of your essence is the magic and mystery of your being. The unexplainable, illogical, mysterious spark inside of you is accessible anytime you desire a new perspective, a magic ingredient, or a brighter sparkle in your work and play. That's this eagle spirit, my friends. That's this spirit has your back. It has the perspective. I'm just going to read this again. An exquisite part of your essence is the magic and mystery of your being. The unexplainable, illogical, mysterious spark inside of you is accessible anytime you desire a new perspective. So it's all there. Spirit saying the eagle is above. You are connected to that. You're connected to your higher self, and your higher self is guiding you. So when you get hit by this surprise, know, Gemini, you got the heads up. It'll be okay. I'm going to leave you with those messages, my friends. Love and light. Take good care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.